Hello everyone, this is Dawn over at Plot Chronicles. First, I'm going to do a quick announcement. I'm hoping to do a live in the month of July, but it'll probably be after the 15th, probably towards the end of the month. But I'm really hoping to do a live, and basically what I would do in the live is just kind of an intro, kind of on what I want to do for the live is for me to ask you guys questions to get to know you better. And I would let you know ahead when it is. I have not done a live in a long time, and I'm hoping I still remember how to do it. So I'm going to put it up and let you guys know when it is way ahead. But if for some reason it doesn't turn out very well, please forgive me. Just, a lot of times we stick with the things we know how to do. It's just I haven't done a live forever, and whenever I did lives, I don't know if you guys remember, she changed the name of her channel, but if you guys remember Jan from New York City Saves Money, her and I are friends. She's a really nice, sweet lady, and she is very technical, but she always helped out with the lives. So she won't be with me, so I'm going to have to figure it out myself. So I want to make sure I know what I'm doing. But anyway, so that I will let you know when the live might be. But now I'm going to get on to talking to you guys about my favorite 2 books for the month. So one of them I've already mentioned in several videos, so I'm not going to go on explaining about it. But one of these is still surprising to me. Okay, my 2 favorite books out of everything for the whole month. And I did read 4 books 4 stars and 1 book 5 star. But the one book that I rated 4 stars basically deserves almost like a 4.5. And it's kind of unusual. And I'm going to start with that one. It was called My Perfect Sister by Penny Batchelor, if I'm pronouncing it. The reason why I wanted to mention this is because have you guys ever read a book where you're reading it and it's good, and then all of a sudden it either gets boring in the middle, okay, you're enjoying it, it's keeping your interest, or you don't like the ending, or the last 2 chapters lag and it doesn't come together where all the stories end where you know what's going on. And you know how like you read and maybe there's several plots going on. We'll say there's 4 plots. It leaves holes where you don't know. So you're enjoying the story. Well, I've had books like that happen where you think you're going to be giving it a 4 or 4.5 star, and by the time you get to the end, you're looking at a 2.5 star, right? That's happened to me quite a bit, and I've had a lot of books where it lags in the middle. This book was opposite. It was kind of slow moving, okay? Slow burn, as you would say. And at first, if it would have kept going the way it did, I probably would have just given it a 3 star, an average C rating. Well, the book, towards the end, the last maybe couple chapter, did some things that were so unexpected that I would never have seen it coming in a million years. It was probably the ending for this book was almost as unexpected as the ending of the book The Silent Patient. And to me, that book went from a 2.5, 3 star read to like a 4.5 star read because of it, because of how the last chapter was. So they made up for lost time, and that is a book that I'll always remember. And I don't remember a lot of books. One of my friends was saying today, she reads even more than me. And because I said, well, have you read this book? She goes, Dawn, I read so many books. I probably read on average anywhere from 8 to 10 books a month, okay? She reads twice what I do because she's a fast reader, and she's retired, so she reads even more than I do. So that book is definitely worth it. The other one, which I've mentioned in so many videos, and I'm actually going to read a new book by him coming up, The Only One Left by Riley Sager. I loved it so much that I went and wanted to read it again so I could do a little review on the channel. If you haven't read it, I highly recommend. The Perfect Sister, the main reason I'd want you to read that book is for you to get to the ending, because you're going to be like, wow. That's all I'm going to say on that. And when you think you've gotten to the ending, you haven't gotten to the ending. That's all I'm going to tell you. So these are my favorite books. I want to hear from you in the comments. What were your favorite books for the month of June? Let me know. Tomorrow I'm going to do a really quick video about my least favorite book for the month and why. Okay? I love you guys, and I'll see you on tomorrow's video, I hope. See you later. Bye.